Hello, friends.
Hey, friend.
Hello.
Hey, friend. I'll introduce you later, but hey, girl, now. How you doing? So first of all, I hope everyone is blessed, highly favored. I wanted to come. Today's revelation is for the people who love the Lord, but are still not 100% loaded on the Christian journey. And I say that because we are the people who don't give a fuck about Donald Trump being sick.
Period.
Okay? Period. I am not. See, my grandmother, my praying grandmother, okay?
I know that's right.
She always told me that, baby, some people you can't pray. You can't let some people pray for you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes your prayers don't need to be wasted on some people.
Say that.
And he is one of them people that we don't need to waste prayers on. We don't need to wish this motherfucker well. Did they wish Hitler well in Germany?
I didn't think we was gonna do that anyway.
Period.
Because that's how I am,
Because
okay?
that's just how I am.
That's just how I am. All right? Did they wish Hitler well in Germany? Did they wish Stalin well in Russia? Hell, do they even wish Putin well? Because they don't even fuck with him like that over there now.
Does this man even wish black folks well? That's the thing.
You know what?
You ain't praying for me.
Thank you, because you just hit it right there. That was my point. Okay, I'm not wishing nobody well who wishes ill over me, and I acknowledge that may not be the Christian way to go about it. That's why I said it's for people who not all the way there on their journey.
We still working on it.
I'm still working on me. Okay, that's why I'm just me and God. I'm just stubborn like that in that area. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. Now you're not gonna hear the words "I wish blankety blank would die," but if he dies, he dies, and you're not gonna hear no protests from me. I'm not gonna be sad about it. I'm not gonna,
I'm not gonna mourn the loss of Donald Trump. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
It's giving. What did the Simpsons predict? I would like to see it.
Exactly. It's giving karma. It's giving responsible for the deaths of over 200,000 people. You've literally separated thousands of children and, families at the border. You have, authorized involuntary hysterectomies at the border. Like the list goes on and on. You grabbing pussies. You a fraud. You stupid as fuck. You fake as hell. That wig fake. That tan is horrible. You just a bitch. Your kid's a bitch. Your wife a bitch. That's what you just been. If you want it, I had to tell somebody, because I don't understand how y'all been on here asking for people to pray for y'all family members, and they want to say that it's karma. Terrible things happen to terrible people sometimes, and you have to realize and accept that maybe that's just God giving them what the fuck they deserve. Okay. Like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You see how, Barack, Michelle, Kamala, Doug, Joe, Jill, all of them was like, yes, we send our thoughts. But they said, bitch, you can't get these prayers, okay? You can get these thoughts. And we thinking about how your ass deserved this shit, okay? With your fat ass, eating Big Macs and shit. Every day, Diet Cokes and shit, every day. And everybody was here. That's why everybody was like, right, not diet. Like, you literally eat McDonald's every day. Just had a regular Coke, bitch, have a Sprite.
Have at it,
okay? Because you putting these Travis Scott meals down every day.
And the J Balvin's on the side.
Listen, now we're gonna get into that later, because I find that so hilarious. But no, it's deserved. Okay. Yeah. It's what you asked for. If you wanted people to wish you well, if you wanted good things to come to you in the world, then you will put that out. But he does not, and he has not. So fuck him.
Fuck him.
Okay. And all of y'all, it's a special place in hell for him. And I
And a
hope
special plan that has been brewed up nice
that's
and
what I'm
tough for
saying.
his ass.
And that's why I'm just like, y'all, and it's usually always Black folks that are just so forgiving.
Always.
And it's like, no, y'all being fake right now. Any other time we would be saying fuck this nigga. And now you want to sit up here and say, oh, you're a liar and you're this and that, but I hope you get well, Ava. So we can vote you out democratically. Like, bitch, what the fuck kind of
Who said that? Ava DuVernay?
I was so disappointed, child.
I missed that one.
So disappointed in my fave. I said, girl,
that
what
whole
are you
super forgiving shit with Black people is so annoying, but then also reminds me that's what makes us so godlike.
Yes,
because no matter what and through everything, it's like we still feel the need to be like, all right,
right.
Like,
but you know what?
But at a point,
exactly, at a point. And you know what? God is a vengeful God. Old Testament God and Jesus was out there tearing it up, okay? Giving what it was supposed to have gave, all right? Doing everything, in
all
his power, all of the things. So I don't understand. Well, I will just breathe that way. And, if you just want to say that, then if you want to call me insane for being that way, then I guess I'm just insane. You sure are, sis. You sure are insane in the membrane, bitch. Okay, I don't understand. Y'all, it's okay. Like, it's okay to keep that same energy, y'all, because he's kept this same energy all 4 years. And before that, okay, he's been terrible his entire life. And now he is reaping what he has sowed. And for that, I praise God. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Hey, girlfriends.
Hey, girlfriend.
What's up, y'all? It's E.
And it's Sammy, and we're back for another episode of Girlfrans podcast. Thank you, E, for that beautiful revelation. I was happy that you touched on it and you had a lot to say about.
I want to, get on that later on in the show. We just needed to touch on it now and then leave it alone. One more thing. She couldn't be my WCW this week because she's white, but honorable mention. Claudia Conway is out here fucking the girls up on TikTok. I hope she gets well because her stupid ass mama gave her COVID. Okay, but Claudia Conway, she's Kellyanne Conway's daughter, for those who don't know. She hates both of her parents. She's been trying to get emancipated, and her mama gave her whole family the COVID because she ran back to the White House to celebrate that crazy white woman they trying to put in the Supreme Court. And sis said, listen, from what I've heard in my house, because I'm Harriet the Spy.
Come on, Harriet.
He's not doing well. He's struggling very much in this.
Y'all didn't see him holding on to that cough?
Okay,
I was crying.
The way they edited it, oh my God, it was the way that they cut it. They edited it, and like he was like, I was like, yes, sir. Don't even let that one slip. Don't even let that come out.
That's like when you try not to like belch in public and you just
right.
No, you like
you just gotta breathe it out. It's gonna come through your nose. Like,
neither here nor there. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, y'all. Clearly it's gonna be comical. We are welcoming a very special girlfriend, Keepsiia. Yes.
What's going on, y'all?
Keepsiia Gipp is here checking in with us. We finally got you on the podcast. So grateful. Just a little bit about her. She is an extraordinary dancer, performer, overall artist. She is a movement coach, which I think is so tight because I've heard that before, but like I've actually attended one of Keepsiia's classes, and child, when I tell you, she just got this sort of like presence and like just like movement about herself, and she's so capable of like teaching other people, which I think is tight. And to be, so vibrant and young and just have that sort of presence, I feel like you probably have always had since a kid, since a baby. It's just like it's not a lot of women who have that sort of fierceness and like power to them when they walk into a room and you just feel that presence.
And it's effortless. Like you make it look so easy.
Every time. Yes. So welcome to the show, honey. We're going to get into more about you and like, all that you're doing and, some of the new things and ventures that you've started. But first, we like to start the show with a WCW. So it could be somebody, that obviously is a personal relationship or someone you don't even know. So, E, you got one this week or?
I do.
Okay.
So my WCW this week is Michaela Angela Davis. She is a writer. She's a former beauty editor at Essence. She was like the founding fashion director at Vibe back in the day. But I wanted to highlight her today because she was chosen to write Mariah Carey's memoir, which came out just this past week. It's called The Meaning of Mariah Carey. And it's such a big deal in the publishing world for Mariah Carey a lot of Black people, when they write their memoirs and they have other people write it for them, it's usually not a Black person. It's usually a white person, and that white person is getting cover recognition and everything. And so for Mariah Carey to have chosen a Black woman to tell her story as a Black woman, because reminder, Mariah Carey is Black.
It's Black, right?
Is all right. And to have her push for her to get that cover recognition, it's no doubt about it. We know Michaela wrote this as told by, you know what I'm saying? And so I just really have to highlight her because she's come so far in her career. She's done so much, as far as writing, styling, she styled everybody, and she's also been a great resource as far as commentating on the culture, hip-hop, and all that. So shout out to Michaela Angela Davis for that, because that's huge. And I hope that this kind of opens the door for more Black writers to tell the stories of our Black legends, if they so choose, via memoir.
Absolutely. My WCW this week is actually a close girlfriend of both of ours. She attended Mays High School with us, and she is coming up on graduating from medical school. Soon to be Dr. Carmen Simmons.
I knew it.
She took her graduation photos recently, and I was just like, wow, to see her in the green. It just was mind blowing to know, one, we have 2 doctor friends soon, but just to see her, or just and hopefully maybe we can have her on the podcast
Absolutely.
too, to tell her more of her story. But she struggled a lot in undergrad, and she's been very transparent and open about it. But it was a very that whole imposter syndrome, not believing that you can really do what you can do, and just to see how far she's come. And when she's like, oh my God, these boards coming up and this test coming up, but every time she perseveres and she pushes through that shit. And I commend anybody that goes to professional school.
Okay.
Because listen, I was
all
done.
that school, baby.
I'm straight off it, but it's great because she's genuinely so passionate about it. She's passionate about, she's gonna be my doula. I feel like she's just she's so passionate about just children and babies and and women, and just very much so an advocate for Black people and Hispanic people. And so I'm just grateful for her and our other sis girlfriend Maya, who are both pursuing their doctorate or their PhD. So amen.
Yes, I saw a picture on, I think, Keypsiia.
Keypsiia.
And at first I was like, who is this? And then I had to double back. I said, wait.
It's coming. It's so crazy. It feels
like that. Looking professional.
Very professional.
It's just her name.
I know she don't feel like this came fast, but it do seem like it went by kind of fast.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how all school feel like. When I was at school, it felt like I was
there forever.
And then we graduated, and I was like, wow, this was actually really quick.
Right.
Can I do this again?
One more time?
The class?
Right. Can we run that back?
Right.
Yeah. But so shout out to Carmen Simmons, future Dr. Simmons.
Okay, well, let me see. Okay, so my WCW has to be a friend of mine as well, Shane Perry. She's killing it right now. She's a designer. Probably a lot of women who are watching this right now, y'all got her in your closet because she gives the 1s, 2s, and the 3s on the
period.
But yeah, she's just killing shit, super crazy right now, to the point where manufacturers have now officially yanked her design and started trying to mass produce a replica. So she's killing shit, and if you're not getting copied, you ain't doing shit. So,
okay.
What's the name of her brand, her line?
It's giving Sublime Havoc.
Oh yes, I love those pieces. Yeah, I do. I gotta give me a one too. Yeah, everybody started doing those pants. And she was the first person I ever seen do those pants, like with the leg, how it's scrunched up at the leg. Yeah, the gathered leg. She was the first. And now everybody has those pants. That's so interesting. Shout out to sis.
Yeah, she's going off. Period.
Yeah, lovely. So, what y'all on in Mrizit? What you been listening to? I've had Giveon. We're gonna start with Giveon because it's shorter. I've had Giveon on repeat. I'm talking about boom, boom, boom. Because it's what, 4 or 5 songs on there?
Yeah.
And the one with Snow is really good. I mean, I like it. His voice is so soothing.
It is.
I'd be like, yes, sing me to sleep, poo.
Period.
He sound like a waterfall.
Really, truly.
Okay.
Like a real.
He sound like a waterfall. Dead ass though.
He's starting some waterfalls, I'm sure.
I'm certain.
Okay.
Yo, Patty and Dolly Parton with the nails, bro.
I had my fucking nails.
That's us. Period.
Bro, and low-key Patty ate Dolly. Dolly wasn't ready.
Okay. She wasn't ready. She was like, we practiced this. Ready.
She was like, oh, you want to, okay, I'm gonna give you a jig. Okay.
I was like, wow, y'all are going off. Okay, anyways, that's not the point. So Giveon, yes, we all listen to that. Yeah. 21, Metro Boomin.
Savage Mode.
Talk about it. Narrated by the Morgan Freeman. Listen. That's all I needed to hear. When I seen that, I said,
that's my classmate. That's my fellow.
I just want to know the price tag.
Honestly, truly, that probably had to run him a grip, but it had to have paid off because I had to. Yeah. What you think? How much you think Morgan Freeman charged him to narrate that?
Some millions.
It had to have been, or because he is an OG and real OGs, they fucking with something creatively and see something, they might fuck with you. Period.
Yeah.
So
maybe he just got something off the sale. Maybe he just got he has I'm sure he has publishing and stuff too.
I mean, because that voice, it's the voice.
It's the voice. That's what I'm saying. It's recognizable anywhere. Like literally, Bruce Almighty. We, as a kid, we knew him as like the voice of God. You know,
right? So crazy.
It's Morgan. That's why I'm like a meal at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, Morgan Freeman old.
Him,
he been old my whole life. Him and Cicely Tyson.
Both of them been old since I was not even thought of. Okay.
Okay.
Him, comparing or defining snitches and rats.
Amazing.
I never knew I needed to hear it, but when I heard it, I knew it was for me. Like I just knew.
I said, Morgan, Mr. Freeman.
I didn't think that I didn't think that I needed to hear Morgan Freeman say period.
Period. That was what it was.
It resonated so well in my soul.
And then all you hear is 21 coming in talking about some snitches and rats. Snitches and rats.
Okay. Listen, I love it. I love the album. I love the merch. I love the whole rollout. Like, it was just great. Y'all know 21 Savage is one of my favorite rappers, honestly.
Same.
Me too. Especially I remember being at his very first show when he ever touched a mic.
Wow. Where was that at?
This was during A3C 2014. It was like some, in the city, the whole hipster scene during Edgewood when it was super popping. That I think it was like Key, McConan,
OG Maco, them type,
all of them. But it's given like when they were just doing random pop-up shows, and they'll give like a day in advance for everybody to know that it was happening. So like they had like a little private one or whatever, and Key forced this nigga to get on the mic, and he was literally up there looking as crazy as hell, like he did at that time. But he's literally looking at the ground while he is singing his shit. Like
he's come a long way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was sitting there like trying to get the energy off. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The fact that was only 6 years ago.
Hello.
So much can happen. That's what I be telling folks.
Yes.
Speaking of, Chase B just got his very first #1 record. I don't even know which record it is. It don't matter.
He's nominated for a BET Hip Hop Award.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
But he tweeted something today that I felt was so important and something that I should share. But he basically was saying, like, so many people tried to tell me, which way I should go on my journey or how I should move and like what I should do next or whatever. He was like, don't let nobody deviate you from your plan, what your vision is, because you can do it too. Like, whatever you want to happen can happen as long as you are focused on that. 21 said, I'm gonna be one of the best rappers coming out the city, period. Like, and I'm doing this shit my way, and I'm impacting the community. Like, I really love, like, I'm grateful that he had the right people around him. And he also too had the right mindset, to be focused enough to like really impact culture the way that he has. And I'm super grateful for 21 and proud of him. So, and Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
He's a good example of what it means to make a decision, like, for self. Because he could have easily been trying to, like how a lot of these niggas would do. It's like, you can't dabble in street shit and try to make a music career. It's not gonna work.
You gotta pick one or the other.
You gotta pick one. And he chose a side, but then when he got over there, it's like, okay, I'm already hella rough. Let me try to refine my shit a little bit and educate myself to see what I can bring back. And that's really what's important. Like, what are you doing to where you can bring some shit back? What are you doing with what you do to be able to help others? Like, if you can't answer that question, what you're doing doesn't mean shit. Sorry.
And I love that to your point, Keepsiia, I love that, like, him bringing back is like, just, it could be as simple as advice. Like, I watched one of his interviews, like the one interview that I think that he's had, I think it was on a podcast. Like, it wasn't even on any big like radio show or anything like that. And he was talking about, I think the host had asked him, like, well, what do you say to niggas who's just trying to like get it out in the mud and do whatever and like, just in life, period. And the nigga was like, get a job. He was like, you not too gangster to get a job. He was like, don't be fucking stupid. And I just love, like, because that's just, you could tell this is, because sometimes when celebrities get out there, they lose sight of what their life was like before they became big. And they give celebrity advice to regular people.
Like, we can't relate.
We can't relate. We still got friends very much trapping right now as we're having this conversation.
Right, like, exactly. Like, those are the people who want to say, oh, you got the same 24 hours as Beyonce. Yes, we have the same amount of time, but we don't have the same resources. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not there. And so I really just appreciated him keeping it real like that. Like, he was like, bro, don't be too gangster to feed your family, nigga. Like, you gotta work.
Come on, Pooh. Yeah,
it is what it is. Like,
yeah. I love that. Let me see what else I was listening to. Ari
Lennox has a new song.
Oh, I didn't even hear it yet, but Ari Lennox does. I haven't heard it yet, but her visuals for that, she looks amazing. Beautiful. She looked, what is it called? Pomegranate or something?
Chocolate pomegranate. It's just a nice vibe. Like, I love Ari Lennox's music. It's just a nice feeling, that good neo soul. And yes, like, the visuals to accompany the song, she looks absolutely gorgeous.
She looks so gorgeous. Yeah, I love her hair back like that.
Yeah.
Come on. That. That's giving me Whole Foods.
right. Don't Stop. I know you're gonna like this one, Keepsiia, featuring Young Thug, Meg Thee Stallion. That video, it's like Alice in Wonderland flash the Mr. Scissorhands. Yep. Don't stop, hot that kid.
Dancers are eating that up right now.
When sure.
I heard it, I was like, this is a dance record.
For sure.
Shout out to Meg. She was on SNL this week.
She was. And she killed it. I love the messaging behind her.
Shout out to Jacquel on the choreography and creative direction. Hello.
Okay.
Jacquel Knight.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever is not EJ that is doing her styling now, because she looks great.
Shout out to whoever is not EJ.
Yikes. Yeah, well, moving along. That was nice. I like the record. I like Thug's part. Thug is actually giving a lot of the things to a lot of people, a lot of features. So I think there's gonna be some new Thug music soon. I must talk about one of my faves. Look, she loved Thug. That's how I knew she was gonna get hyped. You know how I feel.
I love Jeffrey.
We got the exclusive spider on right now. I'm wearing.
I see.
Okay. It ain't even came out yet, but you
I like it.
Soon.
You better be repping for the set. Okay. YG, My Life 400. Gotta talk about it.
I did not even know YG was putting the album out.
He put out a project. He got features from Wayne, Chris Brown, Lil TJ, Ty Dolla $ign, Cowboy. One of my favorite is not unfortunately, but I don't really, how I feel about Chris Brown. But the song Rodeo, I think they sample a Tupac song. It's like it's there, but it's not like, oh, you know how people use a sample and you like, I know that's that sample. Yeah. It's like they spun it so crazy that like it it's that sample, but it gives a whole nother song, a whole nother record. And I really like that one, Rodeo. I mean, the whole album to me is good. I think he got his daughter in between doing the skits, which is so interesting because she's saying shit like, Daddy, the pigs are, come home because the pigs are trying to get us, or something like that. Like, it's like a whole, like, but I'm like, poor baby, she be in the videos like this.
Because it's given that. It's very much given that in the household.
That's her lifestyle.
Absolutely. Yeah, what's up? Period. And we banging too. She probably know all the shit. We banging too. What's up?
I'm like, this little pretty little girl is out here like
me.
Okay. Listen.
So ratchet. I love to see it.
And Bankroll PJ. Okay.
Oh my God, Bankroll PJ is a whole nother story.
We can talk about him for days.
I love Bankroll PJ though, and
I love when he posts his good grades. It really makes me happy.
I love it too.
He be posting his good grades.
Girl, yeah, he be like, we get A's and B's. I'm like, yeah, we do.
Honor roll. No period.
C's, okay. For Caucasian.
No C's.
Okay, Dr. Umar.
No, what's Lucci daughter? Somebody gonna say she look like Loretta Devine.
Did I respond to that this morning? Because
I didn't say it. I was just,
y'all gonna leave people kids alone, and that's not even a knock against Loretta Devine because she's awesome. She's amazing.
But you don't compare no little baby to Loretta.
You don't compare no baby to Loretta Devine.
Age on that baby,
right? First of all, that lady name is Loretta. Okay.
She came out peak auntie levels. I feel her.
It's so funny when kids come out looking like they got kids. Like, why do you look like you just got off
or you got 10 jobs, right?
Right. Tired, like, over it.
Yeah. So
are you gonna give me the milk or nah? Because I gotta work in the morning.
I got work in the morning. Warm it up so I can go to sleep.
I'm trying to go to sleep.
And come and take my stories while you at it.
Hell no.
Anyways, yeah, that's what I got from music.
I finally listened to Franchise like fully, and I love it. Of course,
I love that song.
It's great. He starts it off with "Yep" in my white tee, and that just activates something in my soul. It activates. I've been listening to Cleo Soul.
She got something new.
I don't think I know who that is.
She's dope.
The project that came out this year, Rose in the Dark.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, really
she's
dope.
tight. Keepsiia, I feel like you would like her. She's like, I guess R&B.
Yeah.
Ish. Very like soothing. I'm running my bath water. There's some rose petals in the tub. Yes, that type vibe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's dope. She's dope. Now, have you been listening to anything else, Keepsiia?
What have I been listening to? I have been listening. Okay, Down to Earth has this song called "Stay Though." I'm dancing to it on my page, like briefly, but I love that song, and it's been on repeat for like 2 months.
Nice.
And that's really it. That and the new 21. I'm so out the music loop because the way my brain is set up, you're not finna bombard me with a whole bunch of shit at one time. I'm gonna get to it
when I get to it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because I like to be able to enjoy my shit without everybody's fast-paced opinions.
Yeah,
microwave popcorn ass opinions. Listen. And it's like you 30 seconds in and you giving this album of the year. I don't want to hear it.
And how? How
how
we do that?
One listen is a classic.
I don't even remember what he said.
Right.
I don't want Yeah, y'all said Roddy Rich's album was a classic. Suck my ass. I'm not trying to hear
I
it.
have
I
not
don't want
listened
y'all.
to that since it came out.
It's not. I'm sorry.
It's giving us a year old now. Come December.
Yeah.
I just thought about that and I was like, damn, that year went by fast as fuck.
It did.
But anyway.
It sure did.
But yeah, that's about it. And you know, I'm gonna keep me some Thug on repeat until he give me something new.
Right. I think it's coming though for sure.
Yeah, he been out.
It's
and
gotta
active.
be. And I need him to call me on some let me get you together, twin.
Listen, twin.
What you need me to do, twin? I'll do that.
I did it.
All right, man. So as far as TV,
What you been on, girl?
First of all, I watched the Savage fashion show, which was beautifully done. I just love Rihanna. She's giving me the inclusivity that my fave refuses to. And I just Beyonce, as far as Ivy Park, and Beyonce, I got a bone to pick with you. Beyonce, I ordered my Black is King merch on July 31st. You told me 8 to 10
you
weeks.
Told me.
You told
Not
me.
Beyonce herself.
You told me 8 to 10 weeks. It's been a smooth 13, 14 maybe. Where are my shirts?
Where are my things?
Where are my items? Okay, it's the one thing from you that I can purchase in my size because you refuse to let the fat girls thrive in Ivy Park. So anyway, back to Rihanna. It's the inclusivity for me. Across the board.
For sure.
Size or sexual orientation, race, religion.
She done added the men,
the non-binary. You know, it was one man. Have you seen it?
You talking to me?
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it tonight though.
Oh, there's a scene where
but I've seen.
Yes. So did you see that one man that was walking through like the warehouse, real powerful? Like he could throw me through a wall anytime, baby. It's not.
Everybody's been going off about him in particular.
Listen, and I already was hip to him.
From where?
I saw him modeling somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, this nigga is fine.
Oh,
nice and thick.
That brother is tall.
All right. You know, his middies was nice and muscular. It's just
talking about muscles. Wow. That's another word. That's another word I hate.
But y'all listen, y'all didn't catch the middies, okay? His middies was nice and muscular. Come on, they weren't flabby. Nothing like that. It was great. But no, aside from that, it was beautifully done. The performances were great. Really loved Miguel's performance in the show. He's always given us Prince, but I think now that Prince is gone, he's really filling a void.
When his girl walked away, he might have hit like a grata.
Okay.
What was it? How did it sound? How does it sound?
Right. What was it?
Grata.
That's what it did when it unrolled.
I can't.
It rolled out.
I love her. We have to pause for the sounds that choreographers make when they teach you dances.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a part of it because the sound is there in the step.
Mm-hmm.
I give up to it. Yeah. I mean,
give up one.
Listen, it's the reason why Lorianne Gibson is known for Boom Cat, because it was a Boom Cat in that.
It was there
in the step. It was there. Okay.
It was there.
I got to experience the Boom Cat experience.
Did you
really?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about it.
Monster Dance Convention one year. She said, "Oh, Boom Cat." The thing is that's why I love Lorianne, because the step don't even be going that off. It's just her
and her energy. Yeah.
I honestly,
is it giving that though?
But she's giving it that, and that's
every step. Every step.
She's like, I want you to have my energy.
She said, every little step I take is not little, it's large, bitch. It's large.
It's large.
They don't pay me to teach the girls to make little steps, okay?
Okay,
little steps.
We don't do them.
No, okay. No, I love Lorianne Gibson. I'm really mad that she had a show, I think on like Wii or something a couple years, and it just like weirdly stopped.
It was on BET.
Or BET, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why y'all do that? I was watching this.
I was watching this.
Okay, because I love her. But yes, aside from if you haven't watched, please go watch. It's great. It's awesome. purchase the things. As far as Netflix and things are concerned, as y'all know, we're still deep into the Girlfrans binge. I'm on season 8 now, and I'm slowly but surely just remembering how dirty they did Girlfrans. And honestly, it's also teaching me, it's giving me some semblance of hope. I've mentioned previously on the show that I see a lot of myself in Joan, and it scares me. But it's also just I think everybody could see a little bit of themselves in Joan, because
a little bit.
Everybody taps into their crazy every once in a while. But when she finally finds Aaron, and Aaron don't find none of her crazy too crazy, like, and he just loves her,
accepts her,
and accepts her, I'm like, wow, that's a word. Okay. And I wish that they had let that just, I'm gonna be really pissed off when I get to the end, which will probably be tomorrow or some shit. Because again, they did Girlfriends so dirty. Today I was also watching a documentary that's been on Netflix for a little bit. It's called Disclosure. And it's about trans representation in media throughout the years. I think it was executive produced by Laverne Cox. And let's just talk about Laverne Cox's come so far. Do y'all remember when Laverne Cox was on the Diddy's reality show on VH1? She wanted to be Diddy's assistant.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same one that what's that girl name?
What, Popra?
No, that worked for, is that the same assistant thing show that what's her name? Bacardi? What's her real name? Amber was on? You know what I'm talking about?
I know you're talking about, but
I think that was another show. I think that might have been another show.
I was a child.
Got you. Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
It was really great. If you have the time, I highly suggest y'all watch it, because it brings up a lot of great discussion, and kinds of puts things in perspective as far as how they've been represented over time. Getting out of Netflix, HBO, I've been watching Lovecraft Country.
Y'all can talk about it, because
Babe, did you watch last night, Keepsiia?
What'd you say?
Did you watch last night?
I'm gonna get into her tonight when I roll me up. Yeah.
Ooh, child. See,
I can't tonight because I got two girls, that are very heavy hitters in the dance community. The two girls who are dancing.
You know them?
Bianca and Kaylin.
They on the episode?
They're dancing. Yeah, they're dancing in this episode.
The scariest thing about that,
I heard they slayed,
but they danced so beautifully. But they were the scariest. They were the scariest pickaninnies I've ever seen in my life. And I just, not that I've ever seen a pickaninny, but I was just like, listen, y'all.
Right. I'm like, how often are you seeing pickaninnies?
But listen, y'all know I'm already a wimp. Okay. So the fact that I'm watching Lovecraft at all, okay,
it's so good.
Is a feat, but it's so good. It's so good. And last night's episode, it touches on a lot. Every episode, it seems like it's just perfectly timed to what we're going through today. And yeah, I love it, child. Tick is turning into, we're seeing more and more of his nigga tendencies come out each week. And, niggas gonna nig no matter what time period, no matter if it's a fantasy, sci-fi, no matter if they fucking jumping through time portals, they still gonna find a way to nig.
So a nigga's gonna nig no matter what. That's so
no
true.
matter what. That's all.
That don't even need like any acknowledgement. Just a look. Just
it don't matter. It do not matter. Okay. But yeah, that's all that I've been watching. Have you guys been watching anything?
I've been piggybacking off of that. I've been watching that. I think that the show is fucking phenomenal. Simply because it's a storyline, kind of showing people in a sci-fi type of way of like, y'all need to figure out where you come from.
Yeah.
You need to figure out, what's going on with the lineage.
That bloodline look like.
Like you gotta know, because it is a part of us that is just so completely disconnected, steering away from that. I feel like, with everything that's been going on in the world, with kind of like how Black people have reacted on like some, all right, I'm tired of this shit, or like, let's stand up, let's be strong, that's the energy amongst our people that we're supposed to stay there. Like every day that we wake up, we're supposed to wake up with that
that type of energy because that's us. That's why it feels right and it makes sense because that's what we're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm happy that, you know, we're getting that type of representation through, you know, TV and film and shit. Like, Black people need to go back and figure out where they come from. Legit, if you don't already know. And I watched Antebellum with Janelle Monáe.
How was
Jordan
it?
Peele's movie.
Where is it on?
Well, it I don't know where it was. You know, we downloaded that hoe, but
but it's you can purchase it, or you know, it's one of those.
Like, was it in theater? Like, this is an older movie, no? Or
it was supposed to be in theaters.
Got it. Okay, because I remember seeing the previews. Yeah,
it was supposed to be in theaters, but of course, due to everything, he just released it online. Confusion is me. Okay, that's what the movie gives. I can't say too much without giving away, but when you watch it, it throws you for a loop. Janelle did very great with what she was given. I was fucking with it. As far as the cinematography was very pretty. I liked how it was shot. Jordan Peele is on Jordan Peele.
That's what I was going to say. He just definitely gives that.
Yeah.
I predicted the movie. He thinks throwed in a way of how I be thinking. So a lot of his movies, I be predicting that shit well before it happens. They're like, that's not gonna happen. Yes, it is, because it's throwed. Like, it's giving throwed. And literally me and Bae was watching it and I was like, it's such and such. And he was like, no, it's not. And I was like, watch. Literally 15 minutes before the movie ended, it showed what was going on. And I was like, see? Like, nigga, it's Jordan Peele.
I told y'all niggas.
But I say go watch it. It's giving Black, so go watch it. And it's giving, it kind of is a little eerie a little bit because very much a possibility, but also on the other end, bitch who.
Right.
But yeah, go watch it.
Okay.
Lovely.
You watching anything, Samantha?
No.
Okay. Real quick, love that. Real quick, I wanted to touch on Real Housewives of Potomac. All them bitches are hypocrites, and the only true housewives in my eyes are Ashley Darby, Monique Samuels, and Karen, the Grand Dame Huger. Okay, because Wendy, Giselle Bryant, and Robin, big back ass, been acting
not big back ass.
They messy.
They are so messy, and literally, y'all know what happened. We talked about it last week, where there was a fight, there was a shift of a wig, and a shake of a table, and you know, between Monique and Candace, and you know, all of the ladies, Monique wanted to get them together to kind of talk about things and tell her side and own up to, you know, her actions, and kind of just informing them how she was going to move to make changes moving forward. And you know, some women, they came in with their minds made up and they did not extend her any grace. I can tell these are women who have clearly never been in a fight because they don't know how your adrenaline be set up when they were like, oh, but you said you were gonna kill her, and you were of course you're not gonna kill the girl, but when you're ready to be a bitch ass
in that moment,
I'm finna kill you.
Right.
I'm a killer. And it just was really pissing me off. It was a lot of respectability politics, talking about, you know, they were more concerned with how it made them look, and they, you know, kind of try to disguise it under how it makes Black women as a whole look. And I don't think you can put the
bitch, you already on reality TV. Shut
Thank
up.
you. Exactly. They
gonna flip it. Even you could be the most peachy keen motherfucker on camera. Those people behind the cameras are going to make it look like however the fuck they want.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
And they clearly don't know how the reality TV works. They were accusing Monique of leaking the stories to the press a few days after. And I'm like, bitch, do you not know y'all producers? Y'all producers leak stories to the press.
They have to do that. How else are we going to get you bitches to talking?
Exactly. Right. So it's giving mess. It's giving hypocrite. It's, you know, and Giselle Bryant, let me just again, for you to sit up here and say, oh, Jamal, a pastor, has an image to uphold. Baby.
A pastor.
Jamal wasn't worried about your image when he sat up there and had all them extracurricular kids on you.
Not extracurricular.
Okay.
He's also just,
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And you wasn't worried about Jamal image on season 1 when you was sitting up here telling the whole world about how, you know, he got community dick. So
wait, hold on. That's the same housewives where one of them is she just popped a fresh baby out her coochie, but she letting a whole white man cheat on her beautiful blackness.
Yes.
We not finna.
Yes, that's Ashley Darby. But you know what? Here's what Ashley Darby is doing. She's setting herself up for success because her prenup ran out after year 5.
Reparations.
And then her prenup ran out after year 5. And then she came back and she said, oh, since you want to continue to act a fool, let's consider a postnup so that I can make sure that me and my child are okay. Because let me tell you something, if it happens again, I'm done and I'm going to collect my children. She's pregnant again at this point.
Imagine letting him colonize
back inside. Right.
That's what I view that, like sleeping with a white man as me, my black ass self, is given a level of colonization.
Yeah.
Let's give it a level of colonization.
It's giving conquer.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not here for it.
Yeah. To each his own. You know, love for some folks be different. So I can't imagine.
Good. We love a coin too, though, bitch. So kudos, reparations.
Okay, because she done locked it down twice. She said, "I got 2 kids."
I would like to see it.
All right.
I cannot stand you in these nails.
Can't.
But yeah.
All right. But that's it for
what we on. Lovely. All right, Keep. We gotta just ask you a few questions before we get out of here. I.e., what is it that you do? Like in the grand scheme of it, because I've seen you on shows. Okay, a bitch be on TV.
She got credits.
Honey, listed.
Let's give it a little piece of a resume.
A piece.
It's giving IMDb.
Period. I've seen you walk down many a fashion show. I've seen you literally help curate these fashion shows. So I mean, just like the list goes on and on and on. So when people ask you that daunting question of what do you say?
Again, before everything, I am a movement coach. I literally pull the best out of the best. Even if you are as confident as can be, such as myself, is like, if there's somebody that I can learn from, I'm gonna do that as well. So I provide that space of you being able to tap in deeper with self and polishing that through movement. I view it as like a form of therapy almost, because I've seen women come in and have absolutely no idea. Just, they feel awkward just having their hands up above their head. But, by the end of the class is given a full body roll, what I'm saying? But the body roll has now shifted something in your brain to where when you go out or you do whatever else you want to do, you're going to be thinking about that part of yourself. It's like, oh, bitch, I can do anything. I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling like that. So that's really what I do. I place your brain in a place to where you feel like, not even feel like, that you are everything and more, pretty much. So whether that be, me working with an artist, a recording artist, getting their stage presence together or their presence on camera, like all of that shit is important. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm putting choreography on a person. It's literally just me helping them tap into self. Like,
That's tight.
It's very odd trying to explain that and trying to articulate that to other people. And just
you do a great job of it, because I understood that perfectly.
Thank you. It's been a while. I'm trying to get there. But yeah, so like it's an experience. I can only explain it so far until it's just like, well, you have to experience it to really understand what I'm saying.
Right.
So like now I'm in the process of trying to branch out farther than just me doing privates and one-on-ones and like, teaching pop-up classes. I would like to, branch off into doing festivals or like bridal showers and, just specialized things, a team building activity. I market to the woman. I deal with men as well, but I market to the woman specifically, not dancers, not anything of a title, the woman. So it's for everybody.
Nah, when I tell you she did the little sip and tip class When I tell you, I first off was really sore afterwards. So it's a great like activity, you know, outside of your normal workout routine. And you have on your heels, but she starts off with the basics, a nice little walk, getting you confident, getting you into it, and then we go into the dance. And it was just like, you know, I am not a dancer. I made some little choreographed moves and band. That's about it. I do not consider myself, I could twerk me left, right. That's it. But I felt very like comfortable, you know, because it was so many different ranges of dance levels in there. It was like not like these expert dancers in there, so it's not super intimidating. And then we was just having fun, sipping wine, tipping across the dance floor, and I just really enjoyed it. And I feel like that I wouldn't have never understood fully, like you said, what you do bring to people unless I experienced it myself. Like I can tell people all day, y'all should go to keep sip and tip class, but then I don't really know what it's like. But having that experience and doing it myself, it definitely brought about like me wanting to do it again and like me wanting to tell people about it. And ironically, our friend from elementary and middle school, or maybe just middle school, Shanice, she was there with her sister.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember her, Keep, but
yeah, I remember you did. You brought one of the young woman with you.
who? No, I brought somebody, but there was somebody who was already there that I happen to know. I'm like, the world's so damn small. She went to middle school with us. Like that was like one of my best friends in middle school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, so so you also released recently the KBG movement gear, which, you know, I got me my set, my little top bottom piece. And what was the inspiration behind that? Like why did you want to get into like creating your own line?
Well, so you know, that's a slow and steady process because I am very particular. So like even what I have right now, I'm probably about to scrap that idea and just continue on with the one that I've been dealing with for the last couple months, really. But I am, it's not even a secret, I'm super low maintenance in reality. If I'm not working, bitch, please, I'm paying. There's no makeup. It's not giving a wig moment. It's not giving, you know, a tight dress. I do like heels, but it's not giving. I like comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like a baggy pant. I like sweatshirts. And even if I am wearing something tight, that shit gotta feel real good. Like, so that's kind of where what that brought that idea into fruition for me. What else? Maybe one day I was in here, I think trying to like choreograph some shit, and I had on these shorts, and girl, they were riding. Yeah, it was giving ride, and then like, you know, I'm over here trying to, you know, do a windmill with my legs, you know, coochie then came out, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Lord, how we riding? You know, it's just a whole bunch of malfunctions. And I was like, you know what? I need my own shit, period. And so from then, I just kind of like started playing with the idea. It's really started off as like, I'm finna get some shit for myself.
Right.
Because usually that's kind of how it is with like me and my fashions. I've always like designed shit, but I would design it for me,
right?
Not for anybody else. So I'm like, I'm over it. So I just started looking, and then I started finding, you know, little items and stuff, getting inspiration. And that's kind of how that came about.
Tight.
So now I'm about to come out with some good stuff for the fall, you know, some sweatshirts and some sweats and things for the girls with nice designs and some of my sayings that I've purchased.
Come on, purchase.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm tired of the dogs walking around with my lingo since, you know.
I understand.
Clock it. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
I would like to see the coin attached to it. I love to see it. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Like, I know, I mean, you know, I just recently released my own line as well. And it's just such a process. It's such a process to like, you know, really do that. Cause same sentiment. I just like what I like. And I like, you know, the messaging behind the things that I wear. And I always wanted to just put my own shit together. But now, like, doing that for other people, and just it's kind of almost invigorating a little bit to see other people in my work, which is, it's just been a process though. Anyway, it's like learning, like, you know, what you can do better, like, but then also just putting it out there, like putting yourself out there. You talked about confidence and how you're helping women build their own confidence. You know, just finding themselves. Do you feel like that was just an innate thing for you from, you know, a child, or did you have like self-work to do to get to that sort of level of confidence?
Shit, the self-work don't never stop. Goddamn.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, that's what's so funny is like with me teaching is like I'm over here trying to keep my shit up so I'm able to give that. But no, this has been me for forever. I've been a natural leader forever, and it's not even that I be trying to. It's just like, oh, nobody gonna, all right, let me do it. So
just like a black woman.
Yeah,
just like a black woman.
It's giving cancer, impatient, a lot of what we doing. Hello, so that's me. But like now it's like I'm having to learn how to be a student again, because I've been in a teacher's place and in that mindset for so long. I forgot for a second that I enjoy being a student, like, of my art and like what I do. And it took my boyfriend really to get me back on that track for real. And he's like, you're playing, like, you could really, really like take this shit much farther than what it is, because you ain't really even been doing too much, but you get messages every day of somebody saying how you've, you know, inspired them or help them view themselves differently, and now, you know, they've been able to do more type deal. And it's just like, that's the part that's fulfilling for me, really, just being able to touch other people and like actually, you know, put some type of change. Like, I'm trying to change people's mindsets through some shit that I enjoy doing, which is fashion and dance, mostly movement though. Like, that's all I got. That's what I know how to do. Like, how most motherfuckers would be like, you know, like, I'm a person, anything that I've tried to do on the lines of just, you know, I'm gonna just do this and, you know, I'm gonna try to work this job, or like, the universe be like, bitch, you thought you're not supposed to be doing that. Like,
but yes, so when you talked about some of the things that you like are moving towards as far as like fashion and the movement coaching, but like fast forward a year, because that's basically what we've been doing anyway, because time going by so fast. What's Keypsiia doing?
Keypsiia will probably be on her second show, second big production.
Yes.
And that will be only featuring Black women, Black designers. Cut and sew. What else will I be doing? That's so damn hard to predict with what is going on right now.
Right.
Hopefully I'll be back on somebody's stage. I hope, because I miss performing so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also probably working full-time with somebody's artist. That's where I see myself in the next year. Really, we're calling it out. I'm trying to make that shit happen.
It's happening.
That's what I'm saying. That was the point of me asking that question, because, like, you know,
that shit is actually in fruition right now.
It is.
Absolutely.
It absolutely is. We had to make it plain real quick and put it out into the universe so that we know it's gonna happen.
Yes, absolutely. And speaking of your other, just like to put, because I didn't mention the show, but it was American Soul that was on BET, where Keepsiia was featured, as well as Star. You were on Star, right?
Yeah, come on, I bring me.
I bring me.
Listen, I miss Star. R.I.P. Star.
Woo.
I know, right? Talk about it. But yeah, no, man, I'm just so happy that, you know, we were able to just take you away from all of the things for a moment and just talk to us, because you be having me cracking the fuck up. Bruh. Generally speaking. So it's just a pleasure to always, be in the presence, and then also just hear what you got going on, because we all try, as creatives, I know this time is just hard. It's very difficult because things are so different, especially with what you were doing. A lot of that being that you have to be with people. So I can only imagine how things have shifted in your industry specifically. But we're making the adjustments, and we're manifesting all of the things that you just mentioned for our lives moving forward within this next year. And I wish you much success on all of that. We here in the corner. Girlfriends love you.
Exactly.
I love y'all too.
Yes.
Right. Make it motherfucking pop.
P-O-P.
Okay.
Talk about it. And then also, obviously, we mentioned we always end the show with a small Black-owned business. So we mentioned your business. Tell them where they can find out how to purchase your stuff in the future, or just get more of your gear if you still have that for sale.
Well, to keep up with me in general, you need to follow your girl on IG. Keepweep, KEEPWEEP is the @ So anything that I have going on, I pretty much post damn near everything on my Instagram first before anywhere else. But anything that, as far as a link to my things, a link to me. If you link in me, you got coinage, but link to me. And everything else that you want to get into, you can find it on my IG.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Beautiful.
Perfect. And as always, you can find us across the board, Girlfrans Pod, on Instagram, Twitter. You can like us on Facebook at Girlfrans Podcast. And you can hit us up via email if you want to be a part of the show. If you want to just ask us a question, it's girlfriendsthepodcast@gmail.com. Or just go to the website, girlfriends.com. And that's where we have all the other episodes and link to our merch soon for sure.
Yes. You can also follow us individually on social media. I'm at E Told You So. That's ETOLDYOU. So.
And myself at Sammy Approved. Like the stamp, because we stamped it. Pretty.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming, Keep.
Thank y'all for having me. Had fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Much fun.
We love y'all. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.